Hola y bienvenidos a Innova Realty Podcast. Tengo el honor de presentarles un espacio lleno de información valiosa sobre bienes raíces y negocios locales. Si estás pensando en comprar o vender una casa, o simplemente quieres conocer más sobre las oportunidades que nuestra comunidad tiene para ofrecer, has llegado al lugar indicado. Transmitiendo desde las oficinas de Innova Realty en el 12941 Gulf Freeway Suite 200 en la ciudad de Houston, Texas, tu broker y anfitrión, Miguel Gutierrez, está listo para compartir su conocimiento y experiencia en el mundo inmobiliario. Así que ponte cómodo, comparte la conversación, ajusta el volumen y prepárate para aprender con nosotros.
Hola a todos, aquí con otro podcast de Innova Realty, el podcast de Innova Realty. Y para los que no hablan español, hello everyone. This is another podcast of the Innova Realty podcast. We have Mr. Tomas on my left.
Hello, how's everyone?
Mr. Daniel on the right.
Hello, everyone.
And today we have two topics that we're going to put on one.
Yes.
One is going to be mistakes sellers make that cost them thousands, and also how to price your house correctly in a shifting market. Right now that we are on a shifting market, I mean, we're actually on a buyer's market, but it's just a really weird market, to be honest. There are some areas in around Houston that are selling a lot. Some areas are not selling at all. Yeah. So we have to be very smart as real estate agents on how to price your homes to be able to sell them if you want to sell them.
Yeah, and as a seller, you don't want to make the mistakes that are going to cost you thousands of dollars, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So, I mean, what are some of the things that you guys seen that, or you as an agent, that you've seen some people doing or adding to the house thinking that they're going to make that money back?
Well, I recently talked to one of my customers about selling their home, and they talked about, well, we're gonna redo the whole bathroom and the whole kitchen. Spend $30,000 to $40,000 to redo it, so they could try to get a little bit more money. You're not gonna get everything that you put into it. You're not gonna get it, right away. So if I were, the client, I explained to them, doing some touch-ups. If you're gonna do anything remodeling, I would just do the kitchen, maybe paint the bathroom, little things like that, so you don't lose the money that you invest in it before you sell it.
And Tomas, I would imagine that that's the case because right now there's so many homes available that the competition is, I mean, there's so many homes.
Yeah, there's a multitude of homes. There's probably more homes. Well, there is more homes out there than there's actually buyers. So doing some touch-ups, some, repairs is good, but I wouldn't go overboard. Don't put a pool in the backyard thinking you're going to get the money back, because you're not. Just things like that.
Yeah, a lot of people invest on, like, hey, I'm going to invest. I would assume, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, that if my home does need an upgrade, like on a kitchen, because I know my kitchen's not
honestly, in my opinion, you need a new home.
Oh no! You just
need to sell your home and get a new one.
That's two against one. That's not fair.
No, honestly, the way I like doing it with my clients, again, there's a lot of people that think they know what they're doing, sellers and some buyers, that it is important to work with a professional real estate agent. Mm-hmm. Why? We have been doing this for years. We've seen thousands of homes. We sold thousands of homes.
That's right.
That we know what we're doing. So what I like to do whenever you tell me, like if you come and say, hey, Miguel, come, I want you to look at my house because I want to sell it. What can I do to either increase the price or just have the house more appealing for the people to want to buy my house instead of my neighbors? Okay, so what I do, I go to your house, I look at everything. I'm not going to say, no, don't do this, don't do that. Depending on how I see the house and see the comparison around your neighborhood, it might be that you live in a place where everybody renovated the restrooms and everybody renovated the kitchen and you're the only one that hasn't done anything. Well, if you want to sell at that price and you're going to be competitive to them, either you're going to sell for less if you don't want to fix or upgrade anything. Mm-hmm. But if you want to sell at top dollar and you want to be competitive to them and sell at their price, well, you better come up with some adjustments to your house to make it comparable to them.
At least in my neighborhood, I've realized that prices have gone a little bit down, and that might be the reason why, because there's so many homes out there and there's more to choose from.
That's actually a good reason.
Yeah,
and to be honest, it's not that the houses are worth less, because they're not. It's just that we are in a buyer's market.
There's a lot of competition.
There's a lot of competition. There's not enough buyers out there. So for you to be able to buy your house, you have to lower it because now you have a lot of competition.
From a seller's perspective, I mean, I'll have to say that at least in my neighborhood, I've seen homes sold for, I don't know, 325, 330. I would assume that my home is worth that, at least that. Is that the case?
You just made one mistake. You're
What's the
just
mistake?
assuming that your house is worth that price without really checking with a professional.
Okay.
If you want the real value, you have to either call Tomas.
How do you
or
get the real
myself.
value? How do you tell me how much my house is worth?
We do a CMA. It's a comparable market analysis of the surrounding area, your neighborhood, and we see what the houses that have sold for in your neighborhood are worth. We look at the houses, the interior, see what they've upgraded, if they've upgraded anything, and we kind of come up to a number to okay, well, this house is the same size as your house. It has the same amount of bedrooms, whatever, that kind of information, and then that's how we determine what your house could be worth. That's not necessarily what it is worth, because you still got to do the appraisal, and that's going to tell us exactly what your house is worth. But we try to come up to that number as close as we can to the appraisal, or that way you have a good idea of what your house is worth.
So we pretty much use the same techniques that an appraiser would use.
Correct.
So I'm gonna say, just talking about me, 99% of the times I come up either to the price or very close to the price, and appraiser will determine that the price is. So whatever we and another thing very important, not because the house next door is selling for 320, that means that house is worth 320. A lot of times, for whatever reason, there's agents out there that price them high just to be able to grab that listing, and it's not gonna sell at that price.
Correct.
That's why there's a lot of misunderstanding and misconceptions that people call and say, "Oh, I see my neighbor is selling for 400,000. Why is mine is not worth the 400,000?" Well, when we do the market analysis and we see the sold houses, that's the actual price, not what people are trying to sell it for.
So no, it's not what is advertised, but it's what's actually sold.
It was
Yes.
sold, exactly.
Okay. And if a home is actually in the market for a long time, that means the price is not right.
It could be overpriced,
It-
or there's just not enough buyers out there.
It could be overpriced. It could be that it needs renovations. Again,
Okay.
there's some houses that you go in there and the price is you can say right, but there's not enough. Or, the kitchen is really bad, or the restaurant really need renovations, or simply your realtor is not doing enough marketing. It's not putting it out there enough. It also is very important to hire the right realtor to sell your house. It used to be really easy where you put a sign in front and you get 10 contracts. Right now, it's not that market. Right now, you need to have an experienced agent to be able to sell your house.
And how do you advertise my home?
Well, I'm big on social media. I like to advertise on social media. We do mail outs, just word of mouth. I know a lot of agents that have also clients that we help each other.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different ways to advertise your house.
What is your approach, Tomas?
Well, I mean, here at Innova, as a group, if one of us puts a house on social media, most of the group is gonna post it on their social media, and we're gonna get it out there more. I mean, at least that's what I like to do. If I see one of our agents put a house up or list a house, and I share. I want our agency, our brokerage to be successful. So we help each other. But yeah, social media is a big method of
It's the
marketing.
new way. It's the
It's
new
the
way
new
to
way,
sell
yeah.
homes. I mean, it used to be where you put them on newspapers or La Subasta, or you put the little advertisement. And now it's all about social media. I mean, you tell me who doesn't have social media? Even grandmas, grandpas, they're all in social media all the time. So we are big on putting our homes for sale on social media, and we put them out there. We do blast emails, blast texts. There's a lot of ways to sell a house or to advertise your house.
Yeah.
So what if I invested too much in the home, and I think that what I'm getting based on the price you're providing, it's not enough. I mean, at that point, it seems like the seller and the realtor is in a disagreement. How do you guys manage those situations with the customers?
if you're putting it too high and you already okay, let me
If
understand the question.
yes,
If you
yes,
already
yes.
invest too much money in the house
Yes.
that you're not getting or making enough to make your money
Based
back,
on the price you're saying, yeah, I can sell your home for this price.
unfortunately, that is a big mistake.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two things to do. If you have a good agent, they're gonna tell you the truth. And there's times that it's just not a good time to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
If you're gonna come upside down and you cannot afford it, I mean, there's different situations. It'll be that you just have to sell it, and unfortunately, you're gonna make that loss.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can still put it for lease, where you can at least make sure that you get that money back, or wait for the market to get better. That fortunately, it's really hard for a home to lose value. So eventually, it's gonna keep the value up and keep increasing in value, where eventually you're gonna have money back. So it depends on your situation. I would say either don't sell it and put it for lease, or stay in the house for a little longer. Or if you have to sell, unfortunately, you have to take the loss.
But it takes honesty from the realtor then.
Oh, big time.
Yes.
Big time. If you don't work with an honest realtor, you're going to lose money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, those are good things. Anything else to point out that you have seen from your prior or current?
To me, the biggest thing as a seller, make sure that before you make a decision of putting a lot of money in your house,
You
talk to
consult.
an agent.
Yeah.
Talk to an agent, no matter what. You can, here in Innova, we have about 30 agents ready to help you. We're all bilingual. You can call us at 713-480-9581. You can call Tomas.
You can call me personally at 832-462-0835.
And again, if it's not one of us, we have another 28 more agents that can help you out, and we're here for you guys.
All right.
So don't make that mistake.
All right. Well, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
See you on the next one.
Fue un placer estar con ustedes, muchas gracias por acompañarnos. No olviden darle like al video y sigan a nuestro experto vía Instagram y Facebook como Miguel Gutierrez Broker y búsquenos en YouTube como Miguel Gutierrez.